Okay, so I know y'all have seen the social media craze around adding salt to your water. Some of you may be kind of confused, not understanding how this works. Is it going to cause high blood pressure? I don't know, but that's why I'm here to help you and to give you the facts on this and help you determine whether this is for you or not. But before I get started, I want you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel, be my friend, and then we'll get started. So here we go. Adding salt to your water. There are a few things that I think that are important to consider before adding salt to your water, like what kind of salt and how much. I think those are the most important things that you need to consider. But first, let me explain to you why you even need to be doing it, or why people are doing it. One is for cellular hydration, right? If you know a little bit about biology, when there is a concentration gradient, meaning that there's more solutes or more ions, molecules outside of the cell than inside of the cell, what will happen is some of those molecules inside of the cell travel outside of the cell, and that's just kind of like osmosis. Whenever there's a concentration gradient, the smaller amount is going to go to wherever the higher amount is. And what happens when we put the salt in our water, it's filled with ions or electrolytes, as you can call it. It's filled with all of these electrolytes and ions, and it has a higher gradient than what's inside of the cell. So molecules leave the cell, and when the molecules leave the cell, guess what happens? Osmosis occurs, and water gets reabsorbed into the cell, causing a balance of water and solutes inside and outside of the cell, which is cellular hydration. So that is why that is why people do it. One, because the fact that you're actually hydrating yourself, and then for two, because the amount of minerals that are found in real natural sea salt can range anywhere between 60 to over 90 minerals, depending on which brand you get. So the ability to get all these minerals, trace minerals into your body, it's huge, and all you need is a couple pinches of salt. So that is why people are doing. Now, there are some things that I want you to consider, like the amount. You only need a pinch of salt. I get it. Some of you like to have those gallons of those gallon jugs to drink throughout the whole day. Put a few pinches in it. That is it. You do not need spoonfuls. You do not need tablespoons. You do not need that much salt, because as we know, too much of anything cannot be good. All right, you don't want to do that. And now the type. Now I've listed the good, better, and best that I found in the description box below, so you want to take a look at that. But the type of salt that you choose matters. You do not want to get the salt from your grocery store. Most times that is not the salt that you want to be using, because one, it's so hard to find out or to know which one is actual real sea salt. Okay. I don't recommend getting it out of the grocery store. That's just my honest opinion, because it looks completely different. Most of the real natural sea salts, it looks like it has moisture and it is gray. A lot of people say the Himalayan sea salt. I don't recommend the Himalayan sea salt, only because there are so many different brands of it. You don't know which one has been sourced ethically, and you don't know if it contains all these extra heavy metals that are harmful to the body. Now, if you've done your research on your pink Himalayan sea salt or whatever, and you've done the research on the company, and you know how it's sourced, you know that they're not using machines that you can get lead in the salt or whatever, then by all means you do that. But you want to make sure that you're getting natural sea salt, and it's usually gray and not white. Okay, it's like a grayish color, not white, and it looks as though there's moisture in it. So that is the type of salt that you want to use. You don't want to use packet salt. You don't want to use that. That is refined sea salt, and it does not have minerals in it. It's not going to have the same benefit. So make sure that you're using the right salt. Please, I can't stress that enough. You do not want to cause harm to yourself, because over here, we're all about improving the quality of our life, not freaking, getting high blood pressure because you're choosing the wrong salt. So you want to make sure that you're getting the right salt, and you want to make sure you're only doing a pinch. You can put a couple of rocks underneath your tongue, but I just like to add it to my water, and that's how you get it in. Just a pinch. You can add lemon with it as well, especially in the mornings. Kind of make like a great concoction, morning concoction, and try it that way. But that's the gist on salt right there. You want to make sure you're getting the right kind. And you want to make sure that you're make sure you're getting the right kind, and make sure you're using the right amount. And that's it, friend. Ever since I learned about it, I've been doing it, and I actually love it. I can definitely feel the difference. So, do what works for you. But if you found this video to bless you in some kind of way, honey, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and tell all your family and friends to subscribe too, because we can all be friends. What about your friends? They won't let you down. Around. Yeah. Bye.